Hello. I wanted to make kind of a different video. I know that most people who can just sit there and watch YouTube all day are typically teenagers. So I wanted to address this to majority of teenagers, or even anybody that is in a place where they really, really don't want to be and they feel very vulnerable with where they are in their life. So I wanted to say that I personally have clinical depression, also known as major depressive disorder. It is something that I still live with today. Even though I am proud to be where I am, I do still struggle with depression. Some days it's better, some days it's worse. Some days I can't even really focus on my work, even though I still do my best to try. But for those of you out there that are in a very difficult position, excuse me, maybe you are pregnant and you're in an abusive relationship, or maybe you are 15 years old and you have very, very big dreams, but you were just around the wrong people, or you were in the wrong environment. Whatever the case may be for you, please do not give up. Me personally, I have been in a abusive relationship. I actually lost my baby when I was in this abusive relationship. I have been around very toxic people to the point where my mother and my father and majority of my family is very toxic. I also hated where I was. So what I did was I was patient. I was extremely patient. I just tried to look for what I wanted to do when I graduated. So as soon as I could just leave. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew this, I knew that, I wanted to have a big plan. But I just want to let you guys know, please, one of the previous videos that I've done on goals, please do stick to those short-term goals. That long-term goal should be to get the hell out of that bad situation that you were in. If you are depressed, if you are bipolar, if you have problems, mentally speaking, please do not give up. Those short-term goals are going to be what save you. Because little did I know when I was a teenager and I was in the worst part of my life, I was actually on the brink of going homeless. And I just want to let you guys know that those short-term goals, little did I know it, actually saved me in the long run. One of my short-term goals was to do enough research into the career that I wanted to see if it was going to be worth going to school for, and I did enough research to find out that it actually wasn't. I found out this a little bit too late, so I didn't really have time to plan for what else I wanted to do, but I did know that I wanted to do something that would kind of show my intelligence. And one of these things, I originally wanted to be a geneticist. I ended up finding out that a lot of the amount of schooling that I would have done would not have been worth it for how much I would have made. On top of that, I would have worked with some really sick people, or at least if you ask me, they're really sick. I know that a lot of that was accidents, but to be honest, I just don't want to work with that kind of people that think that that's okay. But in the grand scheme of things, I know that it has to be okay. I just do not want to be in that boat. I know they're necessary, but it's it's not something that I wanted to actually end up doing myself, so I decided to go to a different career path. And I was having trouble for a really long time, and those short-term goals just really helped me. Even if you end up achieving them a little bit too late, it's still not too late for you. You yourself have enough time to be able to achieve short-term goals, even if they're such short-term that you can do them within a week. Do it. Please achieve those goals. Because 5 years ago, if somebody would have asked me, where do you see yourself at 5 years? I would have told them with the straightest face, I'm probably going to be dead, in a ditch, face down in a ditch somewhere, with 2 kids that are abandoned, and I'm probably going to die from overdosing, or because I was raped and killed for being in the wrong career. If you ask me now where I see myself in 5 years, I would tell you I see myself being at one of the top dogs in a company, because I am doing my best to try and build up a business. Or I would tell you something along the lines of I would be very happily married woman with a few kids that actually can hold down the fort on her own. Because that is one of my goals. I want to be able to take care of my entire family and us to be able to live comfortably. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm just gonna have thousands of dollars at my disposal. No, I'm not gonna do it like that. But the point is, 5 years ago, I had almost nothing. My abusive ex was taking everything from me. He was very abusive and manipulative, and I ended up losing all of my money that I had. Luckily, he got out of my life just in time for me to be able to recover from that at an early enough age to be able to actually get all the money from my graduation and my 18th birthday, and I was able to put that all together and move. Because one of my long-term goals, ever since I was in middle school, one of my long-term goals was to get across the country. Live across the country, somehow, some state, doesn't matter, just live across the country. Get the hell out of this environment, get the hell away from these toxic people. And you know what? Look where I am. I'm doing exponentially better. The problems that I run into, I am actually able to solve at a much, much faster rate than I ever thought that I would be able to do. So if you are somebody with depression, or if you are somebody with some kind of mental health problem, or if you are just very vulnerable and in a position where you feel like you can't do anything, you can do more than you think you can do. You just have to remember who you are. Don't let anybody tell you who you are. You make who you are. Because no matter what, everybody else is going to see you as somebody that you are not. No matter who it is. It can be somebody that knows you the best. It could be your friggin' husband. They don't know you the way you know you. It can be your best friend. They're not going to know you the way you know you. They never will. And you know what? You have to stick to that. That's what got me through everything. And to be honest, I'm glad that I was able to have enough insight into stuff like this to be able to know that this was the case. yeah, so if you are somebody that is struggling right now for whatever reason, just stick to your guns. As I mentioned earlier, I have clinical depression, otherwise known as major depressive disorder. I also have borderline personality disorder. I have social anxiety. I have a lot of things you wouldn't imagine somebody trying to be an entrepreneur would have. But I have them. And I am still making it, for the most part. And you know what? That's okay. It's okay for me to have all these problems and still try to pursue something that is very, very difficult to do with these problems. Because that's only going to make me more powerful in the end. In fact, there's some entrepreneurs will tell you about how they have friends that wish that they had a disadvantage so that they could be stronger in the end. So please, if you are struggling, just do not give up. I want to see everything that you guys can do. I want to see what you will make of yourselves. I need you to stick through it. Who knows? Maybe I might even work with you in the future. You never know. We could be business partners. You could be my employee. I could be your employee. Whatever it is, I just want to see you reach your fullest potential. I want to see the evil in the world die down, and I want to see the people that are worth bringing up be brought up. Alright, I think that's it for this video. Better stop before I get way more rambly. But, I guess I'm gonna leave that here. So, in conclusion, if you are struggling right now, keep doing it. Keep trying to fix those problems. You will fix them. You will fix them. However long it takes, you're gonna fix them. Leave a comment down below on what you were trying to do, how you were trying to fix these problems, how you have had similar experiences, whatever the case may be. Please, 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 please. I would love to know about my fans. Go ahead and leave a like if you agree with me, or if you needed this today, or if you know somebody that could use this video tonight, or today, or, you know, whatever time of the day it is for you right now. And go ahead and subscribe, please, because like I said, I want to be able to help people in the world. That's what this channel is all about. I want to help people because I'm tired of seeing the people not worth being brought up be brought up. I'm absolutely tired of it. So go ahead and subscribe so that I can help you guys out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.